Hey there, Chris Urso of National REIS. How are you? I wanted to give you a couple of tips here on property management and some of the key things to pay attention to from a management perspective to make sure your property managers are doing. Obviously, when it comes to apartments, we don't manage our own buildings. We manage our property managers. That's what we encourage you to do. So there's 4 key things, key fundamentals to being successful in owning apartments. And it's basically marketing, leasing, maintenance, and tenant retention. Those are the 4 key things that your management company needs to be focused on day in and day out to be successful in running a property. When you're talking about marketing, that's what are they doing to drive leads to your vacant units? Are they marketing on Craigslist? Do they have good signage out? If they're not on Craigslist, it's probably not a good sign. Okay, every manager, every successful manager, good manager today needs to be marketing their units for rent on Craigslist. And you can easily check that by just going onto Craigslist for yourself and making sure that your manager is running those ads. You can search their phone number on Craigslist to see what ads come up. It's a great way to monitor them. So you want to make sure they're marketing first and foremost. And then also signage, obviously. Is there good visibility on the property? Is there a phone number to call? Are the people courteous when they call? Are they responsive? Do they follow up with your prospects? Then the next one is leasing. They're not the same thing, and people mistake that sometimes. They think marketing is leasing. Leasing is now converting those leads from your marketing efforts. Are they closing prospects? Are they getting qualified prospects? Are they signing leases, to get units filled? You have to constantly be doing those 2 things to start to get your units filled. Then after that, once they're in there, is the maintenance on par? Are they dealing with tenant work orders in a timely fashion? Are they being respectful to your tenants? Are they being responsive? Are they getting issues fixed in a proper fashion? Or are they patching things and having recurring issues? And that's going to just ensure the longevity of your property, but also keep your tenants happy. In working class complexes, B and C properties, tenants don't need all the bells and whistles. They want their basic needs attended to. And that means when they call with an issue that they get a response from their management company and the issue gets fixed. Then finally, the last thing is retention. Okay, the most expensive, sorry folks, we're driving here. Got to do a lane change, so bear with me. But the most expensive thing that you can incur as a building owner is basically a vacant unit and a turnover. So retention is going to, what type of efforts do they keep in mind? Sorry guys, going through a lane change here and they're not letting me over. This is good stuff. I don't recommend you do this at home. So retention, really important. How do they proactively try to get your tenants to stay and renew a lease? What are they doing to encourage them to sign on for an additional 6, 12, or 18 months once their lease expires? If they're not reaching out to their tenants at least 90 days in advance via a letter, then following up with a phone call, doing a visit to that tenant, they're not doing enough then. You want to keep a tenant in place at all costs possible. If they're a paying tenant and they're a good tenant, best thing you could do is try to keep the retention there and keep your turnover down. So 4 main things: marketing, leasing, maintenance, and retention. Make sure your managers are focusing on those 4 things and you'll be successful in owning an apartment building for a long time. Wish you the best. Keep in touch and keep an eye out for more great tips. Thanks.